From a seaside suburb on the outskirts of Adelaide in Glenelg to a seaside holiday destination in Victor Harbor. Hahn Stage 4 of the Santos Tour Down Under is the longest of this year's race at 157.2 kilometres. The flag dropping to get the stage underway. The ochre jersey for the race leader sitting on the shoulders of Javier Romo, yesterday's stage winner from Movistar. Didn't take long for the breakaway to form at the front, and it was two Dutch riders initially at the head of the peloton. From Astana, it was Ida Schelling, and he joined his compatriot Taco van der Hoorn of Intermarché. Bad news for the winner of the race 2 years ago. Jay Vine, involved in a heavy fall, rejoined the peloton eventually. The breakaway then swelled as two more riders came across. From the Soudal Quick-Step team, it was William Junior Lesurf, and for the Jayco Alula team, it was the Swiss national champion Mauro Schmid, who was on target to pick up the points and the time bonuses at the first of the intermediate sprints in Aldinga. Lesurf it was who was in second spot. The breakaway then regained its cohesion as they moved on ahead of the watching eyes of workers out on the fields of Adelaide. The second of the intermediate sprints. Again, it was Mauro Schmid picking up the maximum points. This time ahead of the young Italian at Peace of Archaea B&B Hotels. Then heading out to the first of the FX King of the Mountains climbs, and for the first time in this year's race, no Fergus Browning in the breakaway, saving his legs for the big day on stage 5 up Willunga Hill. The peloton was closing in. The riders in the breakaway, no immediate concern to the leader's jersey, so Movistar was sharing the work evenly with other teams of the sprinters. As Mauro Schmid did in the race for the intermediate sprints, he also picked up maximum points on the first of the climbs of the day. Speeds of more than 100 kilometres per hour in the breakaway was the same back in the peloton. Not for the faint-hearted. Luke Durbridge was fighting at the front, a teammate of Mauro Schmid out in the head of the race, also protecting Harper and Plapp. Onto the last climb of the day, topping out with 20 kilometres to go on the stage. The breakaway was finally being reeled back in, but Mauro Schmid, the sole survivor, still led the main field by 21 seconds. A grimace on the face of the Swiss national champion as the peloton collected their prey. It was then over to the sprinters who were left to see if they could get their teammates organised. And at the front, it was Bryan Coquard who had a burst of speed. He got his nose in front. Narvaez was closing quickly. Bauhaus was also trying to challenge, but Coquard held on to collect the win. His first this year, his second throughout his career at the Santos Tour Down Under. Narvaez protested, but there was no change. It was Phil Bauhaus in second place, Narvaez in third position on the stage. Celebration for Bryan Coquard with his teammates. No change at the top of the general classification. Still Javier Romo leading, but now it's by just 4 seconds ahead of Narvaez.